Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to the icon that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And I also want to say, Salakia, I want to say, Ba'ashim Rakah HaKodash, right, in the Holy Spirit. Okay. This is the brother Zion Amath from the GMS Detroit Bar Camp. All right, coming to you with another video, dealing with brotherhood, as you can see on the screen, because quite frankly, I'm learning, personally speaking, I'm learning more and more of how important the brotherhood is, because these are the men, that can that understand, what you're going through, because we all walk in, we all have different walks, but it's to the same goal, in the sense that it's the same in the sense that we're all suffering in the spirit. We all being afflicted one way or another. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with the this wicked ass world. With homosexuals and lesbians. You know, Esau ruling these heathen over us. Dictating. You going and coming and all this nonsense. So the brothers are the only ones we can truly confide in and that get it, You know what I'm saying? Like, for brothers that have a woman, you can only tell her so much, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, quite frankly, 9 times in 10, your woman is not with you. She ain't with this truth. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't fully understand the scope, of the spiritual aspect. But your brothers, those are the ones that do. Those are the ones you go out on the battlefield with. Hey, those are the ones you'll die for, if it come to that. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, we believe in Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai in their entirety. We're not walking after the flesh. All right, we're walking solely after the spirit, But dealing with this word brotherhood, all right. One of the definition kind of popped out to me. Let me see. Basically the relationship between brothers, comradeship, fellowship, right? Which is one of the things we're supposed to do, through the spirit fellowship, or whether, physically, actually going over, brother's house and getting together, and just catching a vibe, so to say, or, spirit might hop on a brother to do a video, you do videos together. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, whether, in the physical or over the phone, but just linking up, in the spirit, just to keep to help you keep that fire lit, so to speak, because, the woes of this world it can weigh a toll on you, at times. Speaking of myself, I recently was just going through a lot of hell, just back to back to back, and I'm learning through that experience that is showing me to rely on the brotherhood more, to trust brothers, you know what I'm saying, that you can trust brothers, you know what I'm saying, that you can look to brothers for whether it's just some just some goodly words, or if it's something of a monetary, or just a helping hand if it need be, whether I don't know, you moving, or brother got a connection to a job, or a discount on whatever, or however, just where it lightens the load, on your person, to where you're not taking that full burden on. You got other brothers that you can lean on that kind of lighten the load, so to speak, when you're going through things, and that's part of our walk, that's part of our walk, us coming together, through the spirit, because, hey, your so-called kinfolk, your so-called family, if you will. They may be related to you, but that doesn't make them your that doesn't make them your family. Even though they may be related, they may be your actual uncle, cousin, so-called blood related. All right, but hey, if they not walking this walk, all right, if they not in this truth, as we say, they don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then all right, they strangers. They strangers to this word. They strangers to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So basically, I just want to get into a few scriptures, dealing with the brotherhood and the importance of it, and I'm gonna close out. So like in 1 second. Let's see. This is Psalms 133:1. It says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." Okay, that's a pleasant, beautiful thing. It's to what? To dwell with brethren, of one mind. We are supposed to, hey, we're one body in Yahweh Shai, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you come together with brothers, you know what I'm saying, from all walks of life, it's like, hey, man, it's kindred spirits, Like, as soon as you meet a brother, it's a warm welcome. You shalom, to the brother. Peace be unto that brother. You know what I'm saying? You wish him well, when he's coming and going. You know what I'm saying? You link up in the spirit, and, like I said before, you might, both of y'all spirits it was thinking about the same topic at times. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Just the energy of being around a brother, it's a beautiful thing. You know? That's what the Lord loves to see that, because, hey, he's raising up the tabernacle of David. All right, how can you do that when you don't get to know a brother in some form or fashion? You know what I'm saying? Not just linking up, on the weekend, but actually, talking to a brother, whether like on the phone or like I say, or in the physical, even though, it's rough, it's hard, trust and believe, because, hey, we all got to work for this devil, got, odd ass schedules, and, Esau, he makes it hard, to for brothers to link up, but when you do, hey, it's like, hey, you don't want that time to, you don't want that time to end. You just want to be around the brothers. But hey, it's good for the moment, just for you to be able to go back and deal with this hellhole that we're living in America. It's like a spiritual pick me up, if you will. All right. Let's see. This is I spoke about the body. Right. This is Romans 12. Let's see. I started 4, Romans 12:4. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, so we, all right, being the men of the Lord, being many, all right, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my brother a couple of days ago gave me an analogy, dealing with the body, like, if you sprain your ankle or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and it's sore, you're not able to put all that weight on that ankle anymore. So what does your body naturally do? That weight that both your ankles would stabilize, that weight a shift to another part of the body, a shift to that other leg, to that other ankle, right? so that the 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 ankle that's hurting you, that's afflicting you, it won't take so much of the burden. And again, that's how the brotherhood should be. When brothers is catching hell, you know what I'm saying, and you learn of it or whatnot, and you should be Johnny on the spot, to take some of that burden off the brother. Again, whether it be monetarily, you know what I'm saying, or like I say, just some goodly words, just rate to raise the spirits, to raise the brother's spirits back up, to keep him in the spirit, let him know everything gonna be okay and it's all temporal. You know what I'm saying? That we got better things to come. Sometimes that's all the brother need to hear, man, to keep on pushing. You know. Um, let's see. This is John. So like, yeah, I'm kind of just doing this off the fly. This is John 13 and 34. It's Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if love ye have love one to another." That's what we're supposed to do, man. We're supposed to show love, shalom to the brothers, wish peace upon that brother, in his household, that, hey, so that in the hopes of, you know, demons not attacking brothers, you know what I'm saying, that he make it through his day to day without, much strife, you know what I'm saying? Even though, hey, we Jake, we on the low, in some form or fashion, we gonna catch that hell, but just the hell we catch, if we could just be just lighten just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's all well appreciated through the spirit, But we supposed to love each other, the way that hey, Yahweh Shai loved us. And hey, he showed his love. He proved his love, man. He put his life down on the line. And, hey, that's how we supposed to be for our brethren. You know what I'm saying? If it come to it, hey man, you supposed to have your brother back. We go out on the highways and the hedges, that's a war zone. You know? I mean, we supposed to be good soldiers out here, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Whether, if a brother is just keeping watch, he's just watching the points, he's flanking the camp to where, he's watching everything that's going on, you know, to, hey, a brother may be speaking, you just putting out precepts or you add to, whatever's coming out through the spirit, in all of that sense, we're supposed to have each other's back, and that's showing love, All of that is a form of showing love, But like I say, with Yahweh Shai, we're supposed to love each other the way Yahweh Shai loved us. And like I say, the best way you can do that is through actions, just like Yahweh Shai did, He washed the disciples' feet, showing humility. That's something. Hey, this is Yahweh Shai. This is the man next to the man, so you can say, right? So, this is the power, you know, that created the whole earth with the angels. So he didn't have to do that, but he's showing, that love for the brethren and being humble, showing that humility, that how we're supposed to, basically, give yourself over to a brother in a sense, that to like whatever a brother need, you should be down to do it. Pretty much, you should be down to do it. You shouldn't be second guessing and saying no and oh I can't do it or oh I ain't got it. I'm saying in a sense when you actually got it, brother needs some shuggles and you talking oh I can't do it to next week or whatever. When you actually got it in your pocket right then, you know what I'm saying? Holding out on brothers, you know what I'm saying? When you see a brother hungry, he may not, have no vittles in the refrigerator, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, say, hey, I got some extra, I got a couple extra cans of this or that, Here go $10, you can buy you a little something, to help you out with a couple meals or whatever, whether it's just getting to work, put gas in your tank, bus fare, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All these little things, it's the little things that count, right? Hold on one second. I had another precept. What was it? Man, what was it? I think it's one of them. Is it First Peter? Okay, I remember. Galatians. Because I talked about, bearing each other's burdens, right? This is, I'll start from the top. This is Galatians 2, Galatians 6 and 1. And it reads, Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Right, so hey, you supposed to he's basically supposed to be, you're supposed to learn from brothers, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to see yourself in that brother, you know what I'm saying? Well, if a brother go off, in some fashion, you're supposed to learn from that. You're supposed to be like, okay, all right, okay, I see that's what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like we learned from Esau, who's our wicked twin brother. You know what I'm saying? We see all the faults, all right, all the wicked shit that he does, all right? So through the spirit, when we rule in the kingdom of heaven, hey, we gonna rule in righteousness, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna give these nations hell, but hey, it's gonna be the right way, Because to everything, it's a right and a wrong way to do things, right? Verse 2, it says, Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law for Mashiach. Okay. That's a commandment, you know what I'm saying? That, hey, we're supposed to bear each other's burdens, When a brother going through it, you supposed to feel like you going through it, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, like I say, we're kindred spirits, so, hey, sometimes you can just tell when a brother's down, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how he greet you, or, you know what I'm saying, or the spirit just tell you, like, something's wrong, And, you may, that's why it's so important to stay in touch with brothers, because, you know what I'm saying, you get a feel for their spirit, or it's true. Sometimes, when you, how can I say, when a brother call you, or when you call a brother, that might have been just the voice he needed to hear for him to basically confess or bring out whatever he's going through, so that it can be, put on the table. And then, hey, brothers deal with it together, But again, speaking of myself, I'm slowly but surely learning that, I didn't always have the option. I would say I always didn't have the option to be able to depend on, count on, people in my life growing up because I've always been conditioned in a way to uh, it's your problem. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, and I basically just, leaned on the spirit, Lord willing, everything, always seems to work itself out. It may be hell at that moment, but, it work itself out. But, and at the same time, you got to be wise enough to know or to know when to let brothers know, like, okay, this is a little overwhelming, or let me put brothers, let me inform brothers just in case if things, get too crazy, you'll have a crutch to lean on, so to speak, you just have to remember, like, you're not in this thing, by yourself, you got help, and that's certainly what I'm learning through the spirit, you know. So I thank Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, for the brotherhood, to have that option, you know. Matter of fact, Salaki Baba Gashah. Okay, this is Romans. It's another precept. It's not what I'm quite looking for, but it's a good precept. This is Romans 15. Yeah, this is Romans 15 and 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, not to please ourselves, that every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. So brothers that, that's strong in the spirit, or, just, you're supposed to, bear the infirmities of the weak brothers, of new brothers coming in, brothers, faith may be, wavering. You know what I'm saying? You correct that brother. You encourage that brother. You know what I'm saying? That to keep on fighting, to keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? To to increase his spirit. So that he can continue this walk. Because we quite frankly, if you didn't know, we at the end of the end. Right? World War III is definitely around the corner. Right? It's all type of um news. Reports and rumors of wars. Popping up concerning Syria and Iraq, right? Right over there in the Middle East by the River Euphrates, right? With Russia, China, right? What is it? The Turkey over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of commotion being stirred up, over in that area, right? You got Esau, right? And all facets of media, whether it's in movies, right? Certain songs, right? Where he's pushing his chip, right? You see it throughout society where every goddamn credit card, it has a chip. Debit cards have all forms of bank cards have chips on them, you know, with all these stores with, chip readers, right? All these different phone and technologies, whereas biometrics, all right, using your fingerprints, your eyeball. All right, so these are all all things, let you know that we at the end of this thing. All right, certain false flag attacks. All right, school shootings. All right, these things. The Esau is setting the stage basically for martial law and for the RFID chip to be implemented. All right, you got the stock market crashing left and right, damn near night after night. All right, so Esau society is going down, man. So why not now? Get up with brothers. Saying get built in the spirit because it may come that time where you may not be able to see a brother at all, and then what you gonna do? You know, all you'll have is the times that you were with brothers. You know what I'm saying? And the knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures, to Lord willing to keep you whole, to keep you together. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, the things that's coming forth, you can't put in the words. You can't prepare for it. So I had one more scripture I was thinking of. Let's see if I can find it, Baba Kashar. Okay, this is James 5. Let's see. 5:16. Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. That's right. So you gotta let brothers know, what you're going through, man, so brothers can pray for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you alone, that's one thing, praying to the Most High. But hey, how much more so, when brothers come together and they learn what you're going through, and they pray through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatah, to that brother. You know what I'm saying? In the Hebrew tongue, that's a powerful force. That's a powerful vibration going out in the heavens. You know, hey, Lord, what in the Lord? He'll hear your prayers. So that's what we have to do. As men of the Lord, as kinsmen, as kindred spirits. You know, that's all a part of this brotherhood. Coming together. So, hey, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. A piece of salutation to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect for us to get the hell on up out of here. And with that, I say Shalom.